Alright, now what we're going to be doing is doing the customizing an email campaign. So one of the 8x8s, one of the 33 touches, we're going to go in there and actually customize it to our own personal campaign instead of using the generic information that they have on that. So what we're going to do is go into my KW. The first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a custom 8x8 campaign for sellers that I meet. So I'm going to change, actually I'll do the buyers. I want to do an open house 8x8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a group called Open House 8x8 because that's what I'm going to attach this new campaign to. So I'll just go into View Contacts. So I want to create the group so then I can, once I create this campaign, I can just attach it to that group and then I'm set. And then I'm going to go to Manage Groups, and I'm going to call this 8x8 Open House Buyers. So I'm going to give my people that I meet at an open house a different 8x8 than the standard 8x8. So I'm going to hit Save. Now I can click on Create Marketing to go to the marketing section. I have my group created, so now I simply click Create Marketing. Again, it's probably on top when you're viewing this. They did change this before I did these videos, or after I did the video, sorry. So click on Create Marketing. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 8x8 for buyers. So we have to take that campaign, and it doesn't bring you directly to, actually this one does, the seller does not. So it brings you right to the 8x8 for buyers. So here's the campaign, the one that they have in there, but we're going to go in and actually change it. So then we're going to hit select that campaign. I'm going to call it My Open House 8x8 for Buyers because it's going to save this campaign under my portfolio. So I hit save, and then I go to my groups right up top, and I'm going to attach this one to anybody that I label an 8x8 open house for buyer. So I'll just add that group over here and hit save. And then it's going to load this, and before I can actually go in and change any of the material, I have to activate the campaign. So all you do is you click on Start. Once I hit Start, now we go down and we look at the first thing. So the first one is, now is the time to buy. So this is a newsletter that goes out. I can preview it, or I can just go in and edit the project. So I click on Edit Project, and first thing it's going to do is do my contact information. I want to make sure that that's all right, and it should, as long as I've done everything prior to this step within this program. I should have it all updated automatically. So there's 10 things that I'm updating here. Photos good. Now I'm on page 2 of 10. So I hit Next, and then what I'm going to do, my headline. So I'm going to change this to whatever I want to have here. So the headline, so I can preview this and see where the headline is going. And right here is where that headline is going. So I'm going to change that to "Thank you for stopping at my open house." And next one is going to be headline number 2. And I can see that's what's next here, and I'm going to change that as well. And I can put any sort of information that I want to put in here as my headline. So I'm just going to put in some information. I'm not going to put in all the stuff here. Let's begin, and I may leave some of this other stuff. So headline number 3, I may just leave that alone. I like what they have in there. So I'll leave that, and then I'll go to Next. Now this is the nice thing about this is a one-time setup. I set this open house 8x8 for buyers. I never have to come back in here and do it again. Headline number 2 or headline number 1 here, so I can actually see, I kind of like what they've got going on here. It's trying to get these people enticed, but I did want it to start off with talking about that open house because that's where I met them. So then I'll hit Next on that, and mortgage rates, everything looks good there. I could be customizing this, and just for time's sake I'm not going to, but this is where you would do all that information. And I'll go Next. I'm going to leave that one as well. And this one looks good as well. I like the information. Hit Next. And now I'm on page 9. I'll hit Next. That all looks good. Again, I could be customizing any bit of this. Let me just throw this thing out here again. I want you guys to see what I'm customizing. So this is what's going here. Headline 1, 2, 3, and then this information here as well. So that's exactly what I'm customizing on this letter. And I'm choosing to leave some of the stuff in here because I like what they have. But I did want it to make it an open